What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to NJ Cocktails. My name is Kenny, if you are joining us for the first time, and today we are going to be making the Mai Tai. Now, the Mai Tai is a drink that is very familiar to a lot of people on a lot of cocktail menus out there, and typically is some sort of tiki-style drink with a bunch of sugar and fruit juices and pineapple fronds sticking out of the top of it, and usually a very, very far representation of what a true classic Mai Tai is meant to be. Today we're going to be making as close as we can to the original 1944 Trader Vic's Mai Tai. The original Mai Tai was thought to be created by Victor Bergeron, or who is better known in the tiki and cocktail world as Trader Vic. He was the owner and operator of the famous tiki bar in California, Trader Vic's, and was or is credited with the 1944 Mai Tai. There are a couple of conflicting opinions in the tiki world on whether or not Trader Vic was truly the original creator of the Mai Tai. Don the Beachcomber, who has made some claims that Trader Vic actually sorta took his original recipe that was from 1933 called the QB Cooler. The recipes are pretty different, and I tend to believe that the Trader Vic recipe is the original, and that's what we're going to be making today. So the Mai Tai is going to take a Demerara sugar syrup, which is a 2-to-1 ratio of Demerara sugar and water, combined until sugar is fully dissolved. We're going to be using that. We're also going to be using what's called Oregeat or Oregeat, depending on how you pronounce it. It is an almond syrup made from almond milk and sugar. We are going to also be using pierre fringe dry curacao as our orange liqueur or triple sec here. I think the flavors of this are much better than some of the cheap bottom shelf triple secs that you can find in your local liquor store, but if that's all you can find, then that's okay. I would probably lean more towards a Cointreau or Grand Marnier if you're going to be making this at home, if you can't find the dry curacao. Which brings us to our last ingredient, and probably the one that has the most substitutions out there, the rum. So this drink was originally created with a 17-year-old Wray and Nephew Jamaican rum that is no longer in production. Many people have their own kind of take on what you should use as a rum substitute. I've made this drink with a ton of different rums, and to be completely honest with you, it always tastes good. I'm going to be using Denizen's Merchant Reserve rum today, which is a rum that was actually created to mimic the flavor of the original rum used in the original Mai Tai. So this is a blend of 80% Jamaican pot still rum and 20% of a rum with an H, R-H-U-M, agricole from Martinique. This is aged 8 years and has a very, very complex flavor profile that's going to do really good in this drink. Now that I have bored most of you to death, if you're still with me, let's get into making the drink. We're going to get our shaker, and we are going to start with 1/4 ounce of our Demerara syrup. A little heavy-handed there. 1/4 ounce. The original recipe calls for 1/4 ounce of the almond syrup, Oregeat. I like to bump this up to 1/2 ounce. I think the almond flavor can get a little lost sometimes at 1/4. You can buy this Oregeat, so you don't have to make it at home like I did. There are a couple of great brands out there that you can get on Amazon. Liber and Company makes one, Small Hand Foods makes one, and my friends over at Bougie Syrups also make one as well that is delicious. So if you don't want to look up the process on how to make this, it is a little labor intensive, I'm not going to lie. You can definitely buy it and get a substitute, and it'll work just fine in this drink. Okay, we are going to go with half an ounce of our orange liqueur. We need 3/4 of an ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice. All right, and our last ingredient, 2 ounces of our rum, or the rum of your choice. Oh, it smells so good. All right, we are going to fill our tin with crushed ice and shake this up. All right, give it a good shake. All right, and then we are going to dump the contents of our shaker directly into our glass. All right, I am going to strain off the rest because otherwise it's going to overfill my glass. Got a little bit of this ice in here. All right, we made it. All right, so the traditional garnish, a spent lime wheel. This lime that I have is pretty big, so I'm just going to kind of stick it in there. And you can get as crazy as you'd like. I'm going to throw a little umbrella in there. I'm going to do a maraschino cherry on one of my glass cocktail picks from Surfside Sips. And going to use my favorite straw, made to look like a bone, the tiki bone straw. And there it is, the Mai Tai. Let's give it a taste. Oh. Ooh, man. I feel like I'm on a beach somewhere in a tropical island. Perfect balance, rum, citrus, sweet, really, really good. Definitely better than the sour mix, pineapple juice, sugar combo that you'll get at most of your local bars. Oh, we get that almond from the Oregeat. Really good. All right, guys, that's it for us today. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up and drop a comment below and tell us what you'd like to see next on the channel. For those of you who are already subscribed, I appreciate all the love and support. If you are not subscribed and watching this video, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon so you get notified when our videos go live. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.